今天看齐，墙上写着秦香莲的32岁了，转个当朝，驸马郎的齐君王啊，满皇上的会2岁了，转个当朝。今天看齐，墙上写着。
Hello, class. Welcome to my presentation. What do you see in this picture?
We see some pancakes. It looks like some delicious pancakes with syrup on it.
Oh, some delicious pancakes with syrup on it, huh? Well, you're wrong. You've been baited. I'm sorry. You're wrong. That is motor oil, you disgusting freak. How does it feel? You've been lied to your entire life, you know. Your brain juices of mouthwaterization just got baited by the devious and utterly evil food stylist. They've been lying to us. They have a conspiracy against us. My doctor says I'm schizophrenic, but he's just in coalition with the food stylist. So, a food stylist is basically just a person who makes the food look really good in commercials and makes it so that it can look good for the entire time they need to film or take pictures of the food. Because a lot of food will go bad after a certain amount of time if it's like in really hot lights. So they use different stuff that's not actually food. Like they use motor oil for pancakes so that it doesn't soak into the pancakes. And they use Elmer's glue for cereal milk. The average salary for a food stylist is $49,300. The salary is actually going down over time, so that sucks. But the educational requirements, you don't need any education, but a lot of it's recommended you go to culinary school. There's not a lot of room for advancement because that's basically like what you do is just a food stylist and you can't really move up the ladder. Maybe you could become like the leader of a team of food stylists that works for a company, but that's probably about it. Skills, you need fine motor skills because you have to place lots of like tiny things and do lots of fine details of the food when they get up close shots for commercials and pictures. The work environment would be inside like a photography studio. Probably pretty hot because there's lights everywhere and bright. I don't know. My evaluation of the career, I think it's alright. There's not a lot of room for advancement, but it could be kind of cool if you're into that stuff and you have good aesthetics. So the next one I'm doing is a flavor scientist. And a flavor scientist is basically someone who puts a bunch of chemicals in your Cheetos so that you eat the entire bag without realizing. Listen, all I'm saying is look at the graphic on the screen right now. These people are doing their job well. Alright, so the average salary of someone who is a food scientist is about $120,000, but you can make up to almost $450,000. The educational requirements, it's obviously pays a lot of money, so it's pretty difficult to get into. So you're going to need a bachelor's degree in either food science, food engineering, or food chemistry. And the way that it sounds like you actually need a graduate's degree. They're just pretending that you only need a bachelor's degree. So you're probably most likely going to need a graduate's degree. You can go up the corporate ladder in this job. You can become either the lead guy for the entire factory, or the lead guy for an entire product, or the lead guy for an entire brand. You can also become a manager. Skills for the job, you're going to need to be able to remember lots of different flavors and lots of different tastes of things. You're going to have really fine tasting and smelling skills. And you're also going to have all the skills that you learned in your college degrees, which I have literally no clue what that entails, but yes. Work environment, it's basically just inside of an office. You're going to be researching lots of different chemicals, and you're going to have to be tasting them. So, sitting on your butt. My evaluation of the career, I think it's a pretty good career path. You can make a lot of money, obviously. You can go up the ladder. It's pretty difficult to get into because it's super specialized, but if you're really good at remembering all the chemicals and you have really fine tasting and smelling ability, I think it's great and it's a good idea.